voice remains articulate, and they carefully craft their message to ensure a broad audience understands. I am a cold weather person. When the Elder of Air pays a visit, you may find spending the time to research all the information before a final decision helps you focus more on the facts and less on emotions. It's much easier and riskier to fill in the gaps with what we desire. However, when we focus on gathering only the facts, we remove any gaps, which just leaves the truth. If you manage a group or team, allow others space to provide you with the facts before casting down a ruling. In a reading, the Elder of Air may serve as a reminder of the importance of doing your research, and emotions may cloud your decision if left unchecked. The first thought that comes to mind is actually taking the time to come up with like multiple options for the book for like whatever prompt I have, and really digging into what would work best with how I feel with the prompt itself, and maybe with more of the meaning of the card. I also like the idea of like a researcher or doing research in order to accomplish something, like a part of the plot is like researching things in a library or something. I don't know. Let's spin. What's it gonna be? Swap a book. I put that on there to swap a book from my TBR with something else. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because I'm like, okay, so maybe I need to do more research for the mom pick. Is that really what I want to read right now? And with that, I'm going to say my goodbyes for today. I will be back tomorrow, which for you will just be the next clip. But I'm like super hot, and this card kind of told me that I need to like spend some time thinking. I'm going to look into swapping out the age market. Somehow I'm always like not into it, and maybe I should like rethink me actually having that book. I'm sure it's a really good book. I've heard it's really good. I just have the hardest time with memoirs and like autobiographies and biographies and nonfiction. It's really hard for me to like want to read it, and so maybe I should ask my mom what she's reading, or like any good books she's read recently, and give it a try. Or maybe read a book that I think she would like. I don't know yet. I will be back with my decision. And I don't know, for this card, I might not have any new, like any card. I think it's just like a card without a book attached to it. Do you know what I mean? Like this card and the previous card will be one book instead of like two books for each card. The one book will represent both cards. And so maybe that's my answer with like, I'll go with 5 cards. So I have 4 books. We'll see. Anyway, I'll be back really soon. Hello. actually a part of the same mom's group, and a few years ago, like 2 years ago, I signed up. I signed up for her newsletter, and I got a copy of her book. I wasn't able to read it before the link expired, so yeah, I kind of forgot about it, I guess, until I saw her write again on the mom's group about the upcoming bookstore, and I was like, oh yeah, she has a book, and I was looking into it, and I thought that'd be kind of a cool swap, because it's like a mom pick, specifically a mom book from my mom's group, so I felt like it was a good choice for a swap, because it feels like true to the mom pick, not necessarily my own mom, but like other moms, and it's my mom group, and that is Tarnished by Erica Rose Eberhardt, the Elder Tree Trilogy, Book 1, and you can only get it on Amazon right now. I think it's like $6, and so I'm like, it'd be kind of nice to support someone in my community, and I like fantasy right now, and it's a sapphic romance, which is, I really like too, and I don't know, I feel like inclined to pick this up, but also I feel like I need to read this as well. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put both of them on my TBR as like whatever I feel the most like reading. With that being said, I'm gonna put both books on my TBR, and whatever I feel like reading during the month, that's gonna be the book that I like pursue. You know, maybe I will read Tarnished as the swap, or maybe I will end up reading Crying in Age Mart. I did read like a sample of this, like the first chapter, no, the first page, and I thought it was really good. So I'm not as scared to read it now. I think what I need to do these days is I might have to wait. I might have to ask him to like not watch TV out loud. If I'm recording, he might have to watch it on his computer, like soft, or just the trick of a light. The journey is not over yet for this exhausted creature. And although the tree line provided a chance to catch their breath before confronting the unknowns of the forest, the fairy will soon need to get back to the path to reach their destination. Sometimes we assume the worst, or we expect distractions or interference when there is none. If you've been working on a project near completion, every those. Those are like deeper and like more negative feelings, kind of like being under attack. A little bit. It might be a little stretch, but that's okay. That's okay. I forgot to click record, so the last like 5 minutes I haven't been recording. That's okay. At least it was only 5 minutes. So yeah, because I just never like was drawn to it. So these are like a group of like old ladies coming together to solve murders. Is that what it is? I feel like there's multiple things like that recently. But so that's one options. I have like a really long option, and I have this one as well.